All right, I'm here with Carson Brown. This guy always shows up with something different. TKO's not hard enough for him, so he's got to ride some old bikes to make it a little bit tougher for him. Carson, what do you got here? What year is this? And give us the rundown on this bike.
Yeah, we got the 1993 250. It's it's a full motocross bike that we're kind of converting over, of course, and we've got the Mooses in there and the EN91 EXs. I've got the electric start kit on there. I'm not an Enduro guy. I'm especially not a hard Enduro guy. So I'm going to be picking this thing up the whole time. I need the button. Let's be honest here. Everybody's going to be like, oh, he's not hardcore. No, I'm not. Let's be honest. Yeah, I'm not trying to be. I'm just trying to survive.
That'd be extra hardcore if you had the Kickstarter.
Yeah. I'm a moto guy, so I'm using everything I can get. I've got the handguards, of course. Don't know if I'm gonna need them.
Just so they're there. Enduro.
I have the pull strap. Yes. Headlight. Necessity. Tail light necessity.
Talk to me about this 90s seat bag. What do you got in there?
Yeah, so this is basically going to be full of a bunch of tools and maybe a little bit of something to help me out if I'm on the side of the course crying. Maybe some fish crackers in there and that kind of stuff.
Tissues.
But mostly stuff to bend the bike back into shape so that we can hopefully finish some stuff here, because I'm going to have this thing wicked and bouncing off of everything.
And this will hold you forward for when you're bouncing off of everything.
Yeah, exactly. It's a win-win all the way. I'm trying to think what else we got on this thing special.
Is this an old XR bag?
It is.
I like that.
XR 600 bag.
I like that.
They still produce them amazingly.
And do you have a fan on this thing?
I do have a fan on it.
How does the fan run?
The fan runs fantastic. I have a switch. I have an on-off switch for it, so it automatically turns on when it's getting hot. But if she's a little too much, we can flip it off. Maybe we want her to run hot. I don't know. Does
it run on an auxiliary battery?
Yeah, we've got a battery in there because of the Panthera starter and everything. But we're bringing the 90s vibes. I think that's going to carry me quite a bit.
For sure.
Just the aura of the machine.
Absolutely. How much time did it take you to build this bike? Because this seems like a pretty big commitment.
Yeah, to be honest, we saw TKO was coming up, and so we did it in pretty short notice. One of my buddies, Tyler Bear, he came over, and dude, we pretty much just whipped this thing out. I've only got a couple of minutes riding on it, but it's honestly been a lot better than I can do hard enduro wise. So I'm stoked with it, and hopefully I can keep it together because I'm hard on things.
Do you have a full-time staff of people that are building bikes? Because the amount of videos and the amount of bikes that you're always riding is incredible. It seems like every day there's a new bike you're riding.
Oh, dude, but behind the scenes, it takes so much work and everything. I'm out there getting it done. My dad, Tyler, and it takes a full crew. I've got people just showing up to help out, so it's pretty awesome, and the whole Northwest is behind it. It's been a fun ride so far, and we're going to keep it going.
Well, it's awesome, and you're doing something different, and you're inspiring people to, ride whatever they can get their hands on. And, a bike like this, riding this at a hard enduro, what's the best part about this bike for hard enduro, and what's the worst part about this bike for hard enduro?
Yeah, so I think the good part of it is I have spent a lot of time on this generation of the Honda, and it's really skinny. The rider triangle is my favorite out of any bike ever.
Really?
Yeah, so that's kind of why I picked it. I'm just super comfy on it, and obviously the downsides, it's a bit moto-y and all that, but I think we've got it set up pretty darn good. It's obviously not like a modern counterbalanced bike or any of that stuff, but as far as the fun factor goes, I don't think it can get any more fun than this.
Well, that's all that really matters anyway.
Yeah, exactly. We're here to have fun. I mean, this thing's going to be doing some cartwheels, but I'm going to be laughing the whole way, so it'll be good.
And the rider triangle thing is interesting. What's your favorite part? What does that mean when you say you like the rider triangle the most on this bike?
Yeah, so foot peg height, the foot peg, position compared to the swing arm pivot and all that, to where the bar mounts are, to the fork rake, and pretty much just the whole rake of the bike, the subframe, the height of it. Obviously, these are a bit more dipped. That's obviously, kind of old school, so maybe not that, but as far as the triangle itself goes, it's super good. I'm not the tallest guy in the world, so this kind of fits my style.
So if you were going to build a bike from scratch, or you could pick any dimensions that you wanted on a motorcycle, a full Carson Brown spec build, would you choose a triangle similar to what you have here on the 93?
Yep. Any triangle between 92 to 96 on the CR steel frames, I'm all for it. Yep.
Wow, awesome. Very interesting. Well, best of luck to you, Carson. Awesome bike you have here.
Much appreciated. We're going to have a good time.